When we were young and growing up in the outdoors, we weren't dreaming about trophy racks and record books. Man, we were just dreaming about adventures.
I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulders, a heart full of blues out in the dirt, down in the dirt. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night, starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt. Down in the dirt.
Red Dirt Roots is brought to you by H&H Shooting Sports, Auto FX, Lucky Lure Tackle, Cook, Feed, and Outdoor, and Central New Holland. On today's show, we're joining Aaron Evans and Kelly Jackson on a hunt they gave away as a fundraiser for the Comanche baseball program.
Hello, Oklahoma. This is Lane Matheson with Central New Holland. Look out your window. Grass is growing. It's springtime. So a lot of people tend to ask, why a zero turn? I have a zero turn. I didn't believe it before I bought one. I had a 52-inch ride-on mower, and I had 5 acres. It would take me upwards of 5 hours, 6 hours to mow that. And then I bought a Bad Boy Outlaw, and the first time being inexperienced, and this is personal experience, everybody's experience is going to be a little different. I went out and I mowed that 5 acres in 3 hours. So it's all the small things that add up over time that really put the zero turn way ahead of the rider style mowers.
There's the most popular bait around, the Whopper Plopper. We've got the Whopper Ploppers in the 90 series and the 130. We've got a lot of colors. This has been very, very popular. It's won a lot of money on the bass tournament trails here the last couple, 3 years. The little 90 here is a very popular, very good bait for throwing when it's not a lot of wind. And then you got the bigger, the 130 has been very popular for catching big fish. They will hit these things hard. Now we've just come out with another one. They've now have the 110. A lot of guys think that 130 is too big, so then now we have the 110 size. It's just a little bit small. These things, you better hold on. You better be ready, because when the fish hit these things, they hit them hard.
So guys, here we're at Cook, Feed, and Outdoor. Usually we're coming here to get deer corn. But when your wife has a horse, you end up getting horse feed, and that's what I got to do today. Horse feed and bedding here at Cook, Feed, and Outdoor.
Last month we did a raffle for a guided coyote hunt with me and Kelly to raise some money for an indoor baseball facility for Comanche School. Ended up we had I believe 450 entries, and Zach here, he won it, and he decided he'd bring along his buddy Jody.
Jody was going to be there a little later, so we went ahead and loaded up the dogs and headed out to the range to let Zach get used to the rifle.
A pack of wild animals. After they make a couple of stands and get tired, it won't be nearly as hard to load.
200. You got this first target board right here, the second board with paper on it, and a cross. You see that other board? Right to the right of it's a coyote. That's where we're going to shoot at. There's a white plate on that.
After Zach was comfortable with the gun, we were ready to head out to our first stand of the Friday afternoon. But first, we're going to stop by Bill's Fish House for some great food and hear what Miss Mays, the owner, thinks about the coyotes.
This is Jim Mays' wife. Oh, okay.
Kill them all, everyone. Take them with you. They're horrible out here. Oh, well, they ought to be out tonight.
Yep.
The moon's going to be big and bright, and it's going to be cooler. So
We gonna get them before dark.
Y'all enjoy.
This is a tracking collar. It's got a GPS, so it has a tone, so I can bring her back if she gets after one too hard. She's little, but she thinks she weighs about 90 pounds. She's ready to go. Sometimes we'll want to shoot the back cow first and let the dogs keep working back. The dogs are working coyote and another one shows up. We'll shoot that cow and let the dogs keep working out and kill both of them. Okay.
Had one come in real hard on us there. And, he couldn't have come from a worse direction there. We didn't see him till he was right on top of us in these thick mesquite trees. Anyway, he saw all of us sitting here. So, way it goes sometimes. It's pretty hot right now, so we're trying to get in this thicker stuff. Coyotes tend to come a little bit better in this thicker stuff than they will in the wide open this time of day. So that's what we're trying. Get a few more stands in, but it's only going to get better from here. You got another shot at him over here. Somebody does. He stopped again, guys. I said this is the craziest stand I've been on in a long time. We got coyotes coming from this way. We got coyotes coming this way, in the grass. Dogs ain't seeing them. Dogs ain't working. Can't see them. Ain't going to them. What a mess. We got one killed though. So, we're going to sit here and see if we can't get one to peek back in, but I don't think we're going to.
They ain't gonna work the dogs for sure.
No. I can probably come in here right at daylight and kill them.
Coyote.
Well, we finally got one killed. We came in this little mesquite flat, set up there with coyotes coming from all directions around us. They spread out through here. For some reason they didn't want to work the dogs. If we'd have had a little bit of maybe shorter grass, they'd have seen each other a little better. Maybe it worked a little better, but it didn't. So.
I don't think so. Them cows seen the dogs and took off.
We had
It
one.
work.
That one saw the coyotes.
Yep.
And that was the only one that acted like it wanted to work whatsoever. So every once in a while you run into some coyotes that are just sissies. It hasn't been the case here lately, but it seems to be today. So, but we'll move on to the next stand and maybe we'll find some mean ones.
Now we're on our way to our next stand.
Country would have been running them dogs. They may not work.
What Kelly's talking about is that in this area where we're hunting at right now, there's a bunch of greyhound hunters that come out here all winter long and just run them with these dogs every weekend. And we think it's kind of having an effect on our dogs here. Coyotes really don't want nothing to do with them. They're seeing the dogs and leaving. So we're thinking about changing areas, because I've been having pretty good luck there in other spots. So we're thinking about heading to a new area. At one time that was a coyote den. I don't know if they used it this year. It don't look real fresh, but at some point, for sure last year they used it in this fence row. You'll see it a lot of times. This is where they'll put them at. And you can see there's a house right there, and there's another house right there. And they're raising coyote pups right there.
I'm on him if you're going to shoot him.
And make one more. When it comes back this time, they'll kill it. You got him.
You got one. Well, we didn't get a lot of dog work, but we did not too bad though. Not too bad. I don't know how much footage we got of it, but
Now we're on our way to our next stand, where it wasn't the coyotes that we caught the attention of.
Get your finger off that trigger.
kill him if he's on him.
coyote. I sure would have thought there'd been a whole lot of them in here.
He said, we could probably eventually get him called in and get him killed by Western Daylight. And I said, I'm just going to point out the elephant in the room. We could have had him killed or should have had him.
Jody may have missed this time, but I'm pretty sure he's going to redeem himself on Saturday's hunt.
So one of the things we hear most often when we sell a suppressor to someone is, wow, the paperwork is a nightmare. We are now affiliated with Silencer Shop and have one of their kiosks in our store, which simplifies drastically that whole process. So we upload the inventory or the item that the person purchases, and assign it to the purchaser. They then come here to the kiosk, scan their code in, that's emailed to them on their phone, and then they start and enter all of that information right here on the kiosk. They use an app on their telephone to take their picture. They submit all that. It's just so easy, so quick, takes about 10 to 15 minutes, and it just simplifies that whole process.
Do you want to take your boat to the next level? AutoFX and El Reno can do it. AutoFX of El Reno designed and fabricated this fully submersible LED light rail for the bottom of this boat trailer, not only making it look like one of a kind, but also easy to lift. AutoFX El Reno, they can take it to the next level. Saturday morning, the guys head out to the first stand. And once Aaron sets up the collar, the guys and the dogs are ready in hopes of some good action.
Barking at it.
Here it comes.
Do what?
You got him.
I did.
I think we both did. I've seen it. Just as my brothers got there, I've seen the puff. You got it too.
Not only does the dogs find a coyote, they also found a skunk. Matter of fact, before the morning was over, all 4 dogs managed to get sprayed by skunks, which makes for a fun ride inside that Tahoe.
Get in there. We're gonna go down here to this corner and let our wind blow out there. But now it's blowing like this. So there ain't no way. Those coyotes are living in those mesquite trees right there.
Where's he at?
See when.
I'm on him.
You counting there, or what are you doing? I'm on mine. Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Well, Jody certainly redeemed himself from yesterday's miss by pulling off a double with Kelly.
Yeah, we had a pair come in. They worked the dogs a little bit. Didn't really get real western, but anyway, we had to do a 1, 2, 3 and killed them both. Got a big male, got a female to go with him. And 2 come in and 2 died. That's the way we like it. We're gonna go try to get another before it gets too hot.
I'm pretty amazed at how those dogs work the coyotes. It's a great distraction to give you a chance to shoot at them.
Well, after Saturday morning, I had to head back to Oklahoma City. And to be honest, the way those dogs smelled, I was kind of glad to get out of the Tahoe. But the guys turned around that afternoon and Sunday morning before leaving, and Aaron got some of the best action of the weekend on video. This is what decoy dog hunting is all about.
Right side. Go ahead and kill him, Kelly.
You on him?
Yeah, if you got him, kill him. No. Woo! Woo! You're gonna stop right there.
He got it. He wasn't gonna hang around long.
No.
I'm Zach Smith. I grew up in this area at the high school with Aaron here. Seen the raffle and got in on it, and me and brought my buddy along, Jody. He lives down in Dallas. We used to be business partners and been friends for a long time. Had a real good time down here.
Name's Jody Wood. Live down in the DFW area. Zach invited me, having a good time. Appreciate it, guys.
You bet, man. I'm glad y'all came along.
Sure.
Kelly Jackson. I hunt with Aaron and been hunting coyotes for a long time. This fundraiser was a heck of a deal. I think they raised about $12,000. Had a gun donated and from Ally Outdoors and a suppressor from Merce Guns in Duncan, and man, it all come together and hopefully build a pretty nice little facility for the boys' baseball team.
Would like to thank our sponsors, H&H Shooting Sports, Cook Feed and Outdoor, Lucky Lure Tackle, Auto FX, and Central New Holland. Would also like to thank our equipment sponsors, Caney River Calls.
I say yes, sir, I say yes, ma'am, and I'm proud to be who I am.